Imagine this. You're driving home at night after a long day. The road is quiet, music is playing softly, and suddenly red and blue lights flash in your rearview mirror. Your heart skips a beat. You pull over, roll down the window, and the officer walks up slowly. Then he says the words that make every driver nervous. "Mind if I take a look inside your car?" Most people panic. Some say, "Sure, officer," others freeze. But in that single moment, what you say next could decide everything. Whether you stay free or end up in legal trouble for something you didn't even do. So today, I'm going to show you exactly what to say when a police officer asks to search your car. The 5 words that can protect your rights, your record, and your future. But before we dive in, if you care about knowing your rights and staying safe during police encounters, make sure to subscribe right now. Because on this channel, we don't just teach laws. We teach how to survive real-life situations smartly. All right, let's begin. Part 1. The truth about can I search your car? Most people don't realize that in the US, you have rights under the 4th Amendment. That amendment protects you from unreasonable searches and seizures. In simple words, unless a police officer has probable cause, a real legal reason, they cannot search your car without your consent. But here's the trick, officers. No, most people don't know this, so they ask you politely, calmly, and the moment you say yes, you've just given them full permission to go through every inch of your car, your glove box, your bags, your trunk. Everything, even if you've done nothing wrong. That one yes can turn a 2-minute traffic stop into an hour-long search. And if they find something suspicious, even if it's not yours, you're in serious trouble. So the golden rule is simple. Never, ever give consent to a search. Part 2. The 5 words that protect you. So what should you say instead? Here they are. I don't consent to searches. Officer, simple, calm, respectful. Those 5 words are your shield. They tell the officer that you know your rights, but without being aggressive or confrontational. You're not refusing to cooperate. You're just protecting your constitutional rights. Say it clearly, politely, and once, then stay silent. Let's break down why this line works so powerfully. I don't consent this clearly withdraws permission. It's a legal statement. To searches covers your car, your bags, everything. Officer keeps your tone respectful. That combination makes it legally strong and psychologically calm. Part 3. What happens after you say it? Now, most officers will test you. They might say things like, "If you've got nothing to hide, why not let me check?" It'll just take a minute. We can make this easy or hard. Don't fall for it. These are psychological pressure tactics designed to make you cave in. Remember, you're not in trouble for saying no. You're exercising your right. If they truly have probable cause, like they smell drugs or see an illegal item, they can still search without your consent. But that's on them, not you. Your goal is to stay calm, stay respectful, and never argue. Just repeat, "Officer, I don't consent to any searches." Then, zip it. Silence is your power. Part 4, real-life scenario example. Let's paint a real picture. You're driving home from work. You didn't speed, your taillights are fine. You're stopped at a light and a patrol car pulls behind you. Moments later, sirens. You pull over. The officer walks up, flashlight in hand. "Evening, sir. Mind if I look inside your vehicle real quick?" Now you take a deep breath and say calmly, "I don't consent to any searches, officer." He pauses, maybe raises an eyebrow. Then he says, "All right, wait here." He might walk around your car, maybe call for backup, but notice what you did. You didn't argue. You didn't panic. You stayed calm and confident. Even if the officer continues, you've protected yourself legally. If anything happens next, your attorney can challenge it in court because you never gave permission. Part 5, why people get it wrong. Here's what gets most people in trouble. They think cooperating means surrendering their rights. They say things like, "Sure, go ahead, officer." Or they try to joke, "Yeah, there's nothing to see here." But what happens next? An innocent misunderstanding turns into an investigation. A forgotten medicine bottle or a friend's item in your trunk suddenly becomes evidence. And once that search starts, you've lost control. That's why it's not about being rude, it's about being smart. You're not refusing because you have something to hide. You're refusing because it's your right. Part 6. The Legal Foundation, Fourth Amendment. Let's get a bit deeper. The Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution says, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated." Your car falls under effects, meaning it's protected property. A police officer must have the probable cause, or de la warrant, or your consent. If none of those exist, they legally can't search you. But again, most searches happen because people consent without realizing the consequences. Part 7. How to stay calm during police stops. Now, let's be honest, when red and blue lights appear behind you, nobody feels calm. Your heartbeat rises, your hands might shake. But the secret is emotional control. Here's what to do. When to pull over safely, keep your hands visible. Be polite. 4. Don't argue. And remember those 5 words. Your calmness sends a signal. It shows you're confident, respectful, and not hiding anything. It makes the officer less aggressive and you less likely to be targeted. Part 8. Psychological traps. Officers. Sometimes officers use silence as a weapon. They might stare at you, waiting for you to fill the silence with nervous talk. That's when people say too much. Don't. Silence after asserting your rights is not guilt, it's wisdom. Or they might try another trick. Look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Stay polite, smile if you can, and say, "Officer, I don't consent to any searches." That one sentence makes you legally bulletproof. Part 9. What if they search anyway? Let's say the officer ignores you and searches anyway. Stay calm. Don't resist. Just repeat softly, "I don't consent to this search." That simple statement helps your lawyer later. Because if the officer had no probable cause, anything they find could be thrown out in court. Remember, the goal isn't to win the argument on the roadside, it's to win it later. Legally on Part 10, bonus, what not to do. Here's what you should never do. Don't lie, ever. Don't argue or get angry. Don't record secretly. Use your phone visibly if you record. Don't give permission just to get it over with. Your rights mean nothing if you hand them away under pressure. Part 11, final. Recap. Let's summarize everything you've learned, Wayne. Stay calm and respectful. Never give consent. Say the 5 words. "I don't consent to searches." Officer. Don't argue or over-explain. If they search anyway, repeat your statement and stay silent. You've now done your part. You've protected your record, your dignity, and your rights. Part 12, the power of knowledge. Here's the truth. Most people who get into legal trouble during traffic stops didn't commit crimes, they just didn't know their rights. But knowledge changes everything. When you know the law, you stop being a target, you start being in control, and that's what this channel is all about. So next time you see those flashing lights behind you, take a breath, remember your 5 words, and handle it like someone who knows exactly what they're doing. If this video helped you understand your rights, do one thing for yourself. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because every week we break down real-life legal situations just like this one, so you're never caught off guard again. And let's make this interactive. Comment below, what's one thing you learned today that surprised you most? Your story might help someone else stay safe. Stay smart. Stay calm, and remember, you have rights. Use them. Knowledge is power, especially when it protects your freedom.